So this was my final project for my internship, and what this did was it would connect to two different servers, given data from a property, two different property files, and a key because one of them required a PEM file to connect. So this is what it would have looked like. Obviously, this isn't the exact information because I had to delete it because I can't expose the company's uh, data like that. But yes, this is what the property file would look like, and they would connect to two different servers using those property files. And yeah, another part that it would do is this line that's been commented out is you can run this code from a different file like an ASH file or other script file, and it will work just like if you ran it directly. This is especially useful because the module that this was like a part of was included numerous files, and the main part of that particular overall project was that uh, it had to run using an ASH file. So this was just a small part of that, and I wanted to show this out. So what I did here was first, this whole portion was just me grabbing the data from the property files. Then this portion here was using the key and putting in the correct format, creating two connection strings which are required to do any connection. Then again, error handling. And I also, during my testing, I put these three lines here so that I knew that I correctly grabbed it in case that was the error. Then I connected to the first one using the key if necessary, and then I closed the connection and disposed the engine. Again, error handling again. Same for the second one. And I just wanted to point out that this portion, even though it looks like it was a pretty easy portion, there were so many different modules that I had to use to try to see which one was the best fit, that this was like my third or fourth different way of coding the exact same like just this particular portion, because so many different modules had so many different ways of doing the same thing, which is why I had to read a lot of module documentation and I identified the best one. And again, yeah, same thing for the second server, and again error handling. And at the end, I disposed of the engines here and closed the connections because I don't want to unnecessarily overload the servers that I was provided for my testing. So, and again, I also had another exception. So if it can't close the exception, then it'll just say what the problem was in closing the exception. I mean, closing the connection if it can't close the connection. But yeah, that was my last project, and I had a lot of fun doing this. I also was able to practice learning about the use of shell scripting, and I just learned a lot about shell scripting as well. So thank you, and that was my third project.